Greetings everyone, it is Wednesday, June 5th and happy Humpday to everyone. The time right now is 2:16 p.m. and the temperature is around 21 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at Keele Street. And this is the entrance to Keele Station. I just came through that entrance not too long ago. And I was just here 2 days ago when I recently did a walking video along Bloor West from Keele Station to Hyde Park Station, but this time I'll be heading south along Parkside Drive that begins south of Bloor West, and I'll be ending my track at Howard Park Avenue, just near Hyde Park Loop, where it's serviced by the 506 Carlton streetcars. So that's where I'll be heading to. But I do want to say a few things. This station, Keele Station, opened back in the year of 1966. And this used to be the terminus station on line 2. And I remember back in the year of 1966, the Bloor Devil's Line trains used to operate between Keele and Woodbine stations before the Bloor Devil's Line got extended from Keele to Kipling and then from Woodbine to Kennedy. So that brings back old memories of the TTC. And here is the bus bay platforms at Keele Station. And the routes that serve Keele Station is the 189 Stockyards, the 89 Weston / the 989 Western Express, the 41 Keele, 80 Queensway, and the 941 Keele Express. And that we're looking north along Keele Street towards the neighborhood of the junction. And you can see a few folks waiting for the 89 Weston or either the 41 Keele. Oh, and I see the 189 Stockyards. And that bus will make its way to Hyde Park Station. Number 3367, that's the LFS. Alright, so let's head south. And here's where Keele Street comes to an end. And just on the southwest corner will be the actual Hyde Park, one of the biggest parks in Toronto. And looking east along Bloor West. And look west along Bloor West towards Bloor West Village, which is at the corner of Jane and Bloor by Jane Station. And here's one last look at Keele Station, just off in the distance, looking north a bit, just a bit north of Bloor. Alright, this is south on the east side of Parkside Drive. And the actual Hyde Park is just on the right, on the west side of Parkside Drive. So finally, it's the 5th day of June, and happy Pride Month, because June is Pride Month. And starting on June 30th, which will be the last day of June, and that's on a Sunday, it's going to that's the day that the Pride Parade will be taking place along Yonge Street in downtown Toronto between Yonge and Bloor and I believe Yonge and Dundas, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember last year during the Pride Parade, that took place back on June 25th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it was June 25th, and I met with Henry, Liam, and we were standing on the northeast corner of Yonge and Gerrard when we were capturing the Pride Parade celebration. That was fun times. And not only that, the Pride Parade will take place on June 30th, that's also the day that the pedestrian Sundays will also be taking place in Kensington Market, and I definitely can't wait for that. And that means on June 30th, there's going to be two events happening. One is the Pride Parade celebration and pedestrian Sundays. Although I might go to, both of these events. Or I can just choose one event if I want to. Either the Pride Parade or pedestrian Sundays. But anyways, let's get on topic here. Yeah, and the route that runs along this stretch of Parkside Drive is the 80 Queensway, and that route is operating out of the Queensway bus garage, which is in the borough of Etobicoke. And I can see the tennis court just up ahead. And it looks like I'm not seeing anybody at the tennis court playing tennis. So you can tell that along this stretch of Parkside Drive, it is somehow a very peaceful street. Not surf a very peaceful street. I mean, you mostly see lots of cars going southbound. Oh, and here is the actual Hyde Park Nature Center. And I remember doing a video at Hyde Park, I think 4 or 5 times for my channel. And of course, Hyde Park is one of the main parks, the biggest park in Canada. I remember the cherry blossom trees, as well as the magnolia trees, used to take place at Hyde Park. That was only back in mid-April, and it lasted until the beginning of May. And now we're currently crossing Indian Valley Crescent, and that begins east of Parkside Drive, and it's one of the peaceful residential streets. And so far, I'm not seeing the 80 Queensway buses, because normally it would come from Keele Station, as I can barely see just straight ahead looking back north. Oh yeah, and speaking of the month of June, the graduation ceremonies is just right around the corner for all high school students and some university students. And I think their graduation ceremonies normally takes place I think on the second last week of June, if I'm not mistaken, or in that sort of thing. And this green garbage bin is just in the middle of the sidewalk, so I have to walk past it because I don't feel like touching the garbage bins, as I don't want to get my hands dirty. And I can see Howard Park Avenue just coming up. So I'll be making a right turn, and I'll be ending my video at the High Park Loop, where the 506 car to streetcars would normally terminate at. And the neighborhood that we're in is the neighborhood of High Park, Swansea, if I'm not mistaken, according to my Google Maps. But again, sadly, I was unable to capture the 80 Queensway buses along my walking video. Alright, we're gonna cross here. We're crossing Parkside Drive. And once you continue south along Parkside Drive, it will take you all the way south to the Queensway. Yep, and it looks like that I'm not seeing the 80 Queensway buses just yet. Well, I mean, it is worth it. Look, now we have two streetcars that's being over. Both of the 506 Carlton. Let's walk through here. Oh, and there goes 4422. It's heading back east. And I do plan on to record the 506 Carlton heading back east from here to Queens Park Station just after I end my walking video. So I think I'll be hopping on 4614 after I end this video. But again, I hope you enjoyed the walk along Parkside Drive, starting at Keele Station on the westbound platform, and we head south all the way to Howard Park Avenue by High Park Loop. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I have an Instagram account at TTC Explorer, and there is a super thanks button in those video if you wish to say thanks that way as well. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and have a great Wednesday, aka Humpday, and I will see you guys next time.